He's an armchair expert. He's an armchair expert. He's an armchair expert. He's an armchair expert.
Guys, I wore my tightest overalls tonight for you. I want to thank New Mexico True, who sponsored this event, who brought us out here. Also, I just want to thank the kind folks at Lazy Boy who always, what they do is they make sure I'm always comfortable in a Lazy Boy. And then we donate this to Habitat for Humanity. I want to thank Lazy Boy, too. We are truly, truly excited to be here. We first were nervous. We thought if we go to Santa Fe, can we fill a theater? How many people live in Santa Fe? How many are under 86? We were very, very touched to see the response. Oh, I have to say something heartbreaking. So we were at our hotel tonight before we left, and we bumped into a family who they flew from Denver to come to this show. Oh, more than one, okay. And of course, we were in Denver last night, and I felt very bad. So Monica will refund all the money you guys have spent. She has a briefcase full of it. Speaking of the most beautiful woodland creature in all the land, let's bring Minnie Mouse out here.
Hi, guys.
So tonight, one of my really good friends was kind enough to fly here from Los Angeles, and we met on Parenthood. He did an episode of Parenthood, and then I did an episode of his show, and you probably know him from About a Boy. He was in Bad Moms. David Walton, he's the handsomest, funniest guy I know. Please put your hands together. Just last week, the commercial, Every Kiss Begins with K. You know the jingle, Every Kiss Begins with K. Yeah. And I was like, what kind of horse shit is that? That's not true. And I was not realizing it was the letter K.
Yeah.
I just realized that as well, thank you. Yeah, I've never understood a music lyric in my life. Good Lovin', I always thought was like Two to Love. You know, those kind of things.
Sure. Well, I was reading a book about 10 years ago, and it said, this animal had eaten an acorn. And I said to Kristen, hon, what is an acorn? And she's like, a fucking acorn. I can't explain to you that's like, what is a glass of water? And I'm like, I need more help. She's like, they fall out of oak trees, I guess, and squirrels eat them. I'm like, an eggcorn?
Oh,
it makes a lot of sense to think it was egg corn because it's shaped like an egg. By the way, happy Easter tomorrow, everybody.
Oh, timely story.
Also happy 420. I hope some people are stoned. Walton, are you a little wound up on the marijuana for this occasion?
I haven't had any tonight. I have been enjoying it throughout my stay here in Santa Fe. It's a wonderful place. Yeah. I also have 2 young children, so is this being recorded?
Yeah. Parts of it.
Okay.
You are from Boston, Massachusetts.
Yeah, correct.
But a suburb, I would imagine, right? Or
Yeah,
Boston proper?
Chestnut Hill, right where Boston College is.
And what did Dad do?
He's a real estate developer.
He is?
He was. He retired like 10 years ago, but he was a company called Leggett McCall Properties.
And was it like commercial stuff? Someone hollered.
Leggett McCall.
Someone bought a small office building from Leggett McCall. What did you say?
That's amazing. That is amazing. Leggett McCall. Yeah, they are a successful real estate company that had office buildings up and down the East Coast.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was a successful man.
Do you ever have anxiety about acknowledging that?
I am extremely nervous right now saying it. Yeah.
If I meet an adult who was a kid with rich parents and they're not a piece of shit,
Yeah.
I find that so much more impressive. than like poor kids turning out all right, you know? I think percentage-wise, the deck was stacked against you.
Yeah, turning into a real asshole. Yeah, he was successful, and honestly, I had every privilege. You know, that word's being thrown around a lot, obviously, now.
Sure.
And I truly did. And so I guess I'm supposed to feel quite a bit of shame these days about that.
As you should, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's start by saying anything you've accomplished, you haven't.
Yeah.
No, I think, I've said it on the podcast before, I found white privilege to be a triggering word for me, because I did feel like you're saying, like someone knocked on my door and said, hey, want to be on TV? And I said, I guess. But when it was explained to me that, no, your life will be hard, but just being white won't be one of the reasons it's hard.
Yeah.
Does it trigger you at all?
It really doesn't. I'm, not to get all serious, but I have started to really look and be like, oh, I have had extraordinary advantages.
Yeah.
And I just learned this word intersectionality. Does everyone know that one?
Yeah.
Which you have none of, and I have none of.
Zero.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're at the intersection of white and tall male. So if we don't watch our step, we might end up to be president.
What are you doing?
I just wanted to get a gander at Walton's profile. So handsome.
We're middle-aged.
That's what no one really talks about either, is there's obviously whites are privilege, males are privilege. I would say tall's a privilege.
Yeah.
Well, it is a privilege because it feels powerful.
Right.
So there's some like innate power that comes with looming over people, scaring them
But
like you do.
Guys, how cute does Miniature Mouse look? She got a new headband last night.
I got this as a gift yesterday. It's a cherry Minnie Mouse headband.
Yeah.
And I'm wearing it.
Yeah. Okay,
I am
back to
wearing
our white privilege. Where were we?
yeah, and I realize now, talking to you, I think I hit it when I moved to Los Angeles, because a lot of people in the entertainment business aren't coming from this sort of classic, like, New England, old, kind of patrician thing. And
Yeah.
so I would feel sort of ashamed, and I would try to hide that. You know, honestly, I could go to every private school. I wasn't a spoiled kid, one of 7 children, but like, you know, if I wanted to play saxophone, they're like, here's your saxophone.
Here's a gold saxophone.
Yeah, here's a really nice saxophone.
It's a golden diamond saxophone that we bought from the Coltrane estate.
Yes, basically.
Can't wait to hear Little Lamb on it, you spoiled prick.
But no, I'm
you were-
so uncomfortable talking about it. right
Yeah,
now,
of
truly.
course. Well, Monica exposed that we had flown on a private airplane to Texas, and I almost left the stage. I was
Yeah.
so nervous of what people would think about me.
Yeah, I think people are rightfully angry at rich people, and I would never say like, "Oh, I was a rich person" or anything like that. Honestly, as a child, you know, whatever your life is, but like if I wanted something in a toy store, I would never get it. You know,
It wasn't silver spoons. You didn't have a train or anything.
No.
Or like the
My
huge
God.
stockings that they could hide in.
like my butler never gave me anything.
Yeah. But you were one of 7. In what order are you in that?
I'm 5th. Basically, I have 2 half brothers. So my mom had 2 kids. She married my dad. They banged out 2 girls, and then I came along. The boy, finally my dad had a boy, and then I think what basically happened was we were all 3 years apart, and then like when I was 6 months old, my mother took my dad to his favorite restaurant and broke the news that not only was she pregnant, but she had twins. Ooh. And he, I think, belted back about 7 martinis.
Sure.
So 7 children, and those are girls. So I was going to be the youngest, sort of doted on.
Yeah.
But what I ended up becoming was sandwiched between an incredible amount of estrogen.
Sure.
Sure. Yeah.
But your dad, really quick, he must have been a pretty cool dude that he met a gal with a couple of kids and was like, yeah, I'm signing up for this.
Not so much.
That's
so
not
much.
how it
No,
was?
No, I honestly, I don't know. I ask about that time. My mom was and is very beautiful. And my dad is a handsome, charming fellow. And I think that generation, they're in their 70s and late 70s now. And it was just a different time. It was sort of like, you're beautiful, you have a way about moving, I want to marry you.
Sure.
Yeah, you know. And
Who are these people? Oh, those are your stepchildren. I think of my mom got married a ton of times, and she had 3. And what a testament to her looks. You know? We were terrible children on top of it.
Yeah.
Like when you met us, something was on fire
Yeah.
generally.
Beautiful woman.
What's funny is right when I met you, you do strike me as someone who had older sisters, because guys generally who have older sisters are just better guys, I think, in general.
I think
and
so.
You're very comfy with your feminine side. Can we say that?
Yeah, I mean, I think that's why we get along so well, Dad.
I do too.
That's why we kissed on the mouth when we came out here.
I think there are a lot of reasons why you kissed on the mouth, but
Did you crave attention with two super needy twins? I'm sure that's hard as hell to...
That was tough, and looking hindsight on that, I was sort of lost, you know. My older sisters, like, kind of tortured me, you know, and a 12-year-old girl has a lot of hormones ripping through them.
Sure.
And I was like a cute little boy.
Yeah.
Yes, there was
Double
so much
standard.
pinching my ass. I mean, an incredible amount of pinching my ass.
So the one that was 3 years older, did, like, she have sleepovers and the girls would, like, sneak into your room and kiss you?
Yeah, I mean, I would raid my 3-year-old sister. I would raid her underwear drawer a lot with
Okay.
my friends and be like, check out this bra and stuff like
Sure,
that.
sure.
sure,
But
sure.
sure.
Absolutely.
I love it.
Who hasn't?
Who hasn't? And she was kind of close enough in age where I wanted to be her age. So, like, I'm
Right.
12, I still have a high voice. She's 15. The girls she's hanging out with are just
hot.
mesmerizing.
Yeah.
And so she'd be like, I'm going to play spin the bottle. You are not allowed. And I would be begging. And she would say, you can play next time. She was very good at lying to me. But then the idea of, like, being in the room and playing spin the bottle with your sister is disgusting, right?
Well, it depends what else is on the table. Like, you could
Yeah.
probably get through it if, like, one of her friends is young Alyssa Milano or something from...
Seems all
Who's
very
the
Game
boss?
of Thrones to me.
I think if you guys
Sure.
spun on each other, people would understand if you didn't follow through. I think
Yeah.
people would
You'd probably get
it.
a sibling pass on
Yeah,
that.
I think that'd be fine.
Probably.
Did you ever kiss any of your sister's buddies?
Actually,
Male or
yes.
female?
Now
You-
that I
you
think
did,
about
right?
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was later, though. Like, later.
15 and 18.
Yeah, like right when she'd be in college and I was in high school. And, like, you know, yeah. And she'd be, like, very upset with me because she'd be like, that girl is not, you know.
For you.
Yeah, she knew a lot about that particular girl.
Did you ever date one of your sister's friends secretly?
I believe I did, yes,
There
Dex.
we
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Boy, you had the life I dreamed of. Fucking train in your living room, stockings the size of a Volkswagen,
Butlers
and making
everywhere.
out with your sister's older friends.
That's
Oh,
what that profile will get you.
Yeah, it
Get you a
will.
lot, buy
No,
you
it
a
was
lot.
truly chaos in that house. Oh,
Now, you
so much crying. Oh, my God. Incredible amount of emoting in my house.
Yeah. My best friend Ryan Hansen has 3 daughters, and I have 2 daughters, and we all are together nonstop.
Yeah.
And he and I have been socking away a little money to get an apartment in downtown LA. So as soon as everyone hits of age and then everyone's cycle gets synced up, he and I'll just bounce for 3 days and be like, "Good luck, everybody. Tell us how it works out." Now, you went to a series of private schools. Were any of them co-ed?
Yes, so I did, my first 9 years were at this school called Dexter in Boston, which is, it's actually where JFK went and Neil Armstrong. It's got a good alumni.
I'm so glad you offered that up because
Yeah.
one of my questions was, what famous people went to your private
Yeah.
school?
But it was extremely strict, like no arts program, single file, coat and tie, sort of Catholic base, but you didn't have to be Catholic to go. Yeah, but that was 9 years of all boys. And then I was a very late bloomer, didn't hit puberty till pretty late. So my mom evidently was like, you're going to go to your sister's school, which was a co-ed private school, right literally across the street. And then later in life, she's like, I didn't want you going to boarding school, which is kind of what you do in New England. I didn't want you going to boarding school without hair on your balls.
Oh, really?
Wow, good for her.
Good looking out, Mom.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Yeah.
Honestly, because you communal showers, which we can parlay there if you'd like.
But you played hockey, right? Was that your sport growing up, as I recall?
Yeah, hockey player.
Certain kind of gal who likes hockey players. I'm married to one of them.
Yeah, my sisters all like hockey players. They like those big butts.
Yeah, powerful
Powerful.
haunches and hindquarters.
Yeah.
So in that setting, the hockey setting, surely you're doing some showering, yeah, with the gang.
It cannot be this way anymore. But Dexter, that school I was telling you about, you went full communal shower from kindergarten to 8th with your teachers.
No.
Swear to God.
Catholic school,
What?
huh?
And all boys school.
Can't say I'm super
Swear to
surprised.
God.
No.
Swear to God. And I remember this because my teacher was hung like a moose. I mean, honestly.
Wow.
And he was a wonderful guy. He really is.
Trustworthy.
He's a wonderful guy. I still know him to this day.
He's a good man.
a good man.
Yeah.
He wouldn't worry about
Mr.
just
Hamlin,
soaping
you're
his
gonna-
balls, staring at like this.
And
And
wait,
you are prepubescent.
This is the weirdest world to me.
JFK went there.
Wow.
Yeah.
Now, when you meet Mr. Jackson, and then did it occur to you like, oh, I'm going to see him nude in a few hours?
But like anything, you're a kid, it's just completely normal.
That's
you know?
normal.
Yeah, you're just like, oh, I gotta go shower with my teachers now, and then I'm gonna.
Me and my teacher are going to go hit the showers, clean up. Why the fuck does the teacher even need to shower?
yeah, why do
at-
they need to be?
Why
Yes.
is anyone showering at school?
Because we'd have football practice. You know that famous JFK picture where he's no face mask, he's wearing the helmet?
Yeah.
That's what we were doing. We were playing football, and
With
then he'd hit
leather
the
helmet?
showers.
But again, the teacher's not breaking a sweat, telling you to run.
Yeah, that's a
Oh, fuck, I got to hit the showers after this. I blew the whistle 40 times. There's zero reason for that man to be taking a shower.
Correct.
These are solid
Jack doesn't
points.
hit the showers.
Gotta keep it clean. Gotta keep it clean.
You gotta be clean. But at a certain point, you did go away, right, to a boarding school? You went somewhere in New Hampshire.
Yeah, I went to St. Paul's where
Who went there?
a lot of people. Muller.
Robert Bob
Oh my
Mueller.
gosh.
So,
Right.
what led to you going to the boarding school?
Well, there's a popular misconception. I don't know if anyone has this, but like boarding school is like punishment, you know, or like you're a bad kid, and so you go to boarding school. In New England, it's actually very common.
It's like where they teach you how to hide your money,
Yeah.
how to buy your way out of vehicular manslaughter.
yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. No, but even back in the day, like at the turn of the century, you would go there and you would just sign up for Harvard, Yale, or Princeton. It was like that.
Really?
Literally fill it out.
Really?
Yeah, and then you would go.
Fast track.
Yes. So that's not what it is at all now. Now it's truly a wonderful school, almost need blind, you know, meaning, whatever your financial circumstance, you're going to go get an incredible education on 2,000 kind of pristine acres in New Hampshire. So it's a really, obviously, still steeped in this sort of current climate of like, you're going to get into Harvard because your dad donated the building. There's still that to a certain extent there.
Sure.
But it's moving in the direction it should be moving.
And were you scared to go do that, to leave home and not?
Not even close, because I'm one of 7, and every single one of them went to boarding school.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It was just like what you did. I was
Now,
like,
as a
"Ugh."
parent, though, you have a daughter and a boy. Can you imagine just getting rid of them for 4 years? That to
Right
me
now
is a
I
very
can,
fun-
actually.
well,
I've been sharing a hotel room in Santa Fe for 4
That's
days.
true.
But,
I think you start becoming aware of what a finite amount of time it is where you're going to shortly only be seeing them at Christmas, and that's heartbreaking. I just can't imagine going like, let's move that up 4 years.
I know, it's hard, but at the same time, have you
can't
like
land
hung
on the
out with a
moon.
15-year-old girl recently?
All the time, Dave. Yeah.
No, I don't know. I think it will be, kid by kid, but I just had that moment, that sort of sad moment, right? My daughter Cecilia is about to turn 7 in June 14th, and she'll be halfway to 14, which is sort of when you go away to these places. And I was like, ooh, I'm halfway there. That's tough.
So you would send?
I would, I think I would probably have to move closer. I don't know if I could stay in LA and do it.
In high school, did you already think you wanted to be an actor?
No, because at the aforementioned communal shower school, Dexter, they didn't have an arts program. It was like really just Latin and mathematics and that old school thing. My origin story of becoming an actor was Lord of the Flies was doing a nationwide search. You know that movie or that book, Lord of the Flies?
Yeah.
They were searching for all these children, and they came to Boston, and they went to this other boys' school called Pheasant, and they didn't come to my school. And I remember being so ripshit that I hadn't had the opportunity to do it. And I was like 9 or whatever. And I remember that anger, often anger is a good teaching, like it's a sign of something. And so I sort of held that. And then when I got to this St. Paul school, they had what's called a third form play, which is a freshman play. And that was my first thing. So it was like a first opportunity that I could ever act.
And there's just guys there. So it's like
At
back
St.
to
Paul's?
Shakespearean times. Are you wearing a wig and stuff? Or?
No, St. Paul's was very much co-ed.
Oh, it was?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, fantastic.
Oh, you were living with girls.
So you're showering with your female teachers
Oh,
and
yeah.
your male
Oh,
teachers.
yeah. Yeah. That was
that's
great.
great.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
great. Oh, so are they were in like on the same campus but different dorms?
Oh, yeah. It's called intervisitation, and you're allowed to go into their room and close the door.
No!
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Highly recommended.
Yeah. I'm now very jealous.
Well, you're living with your friends. It's an incredibly fun experience.
So you do plays in high school and you enjoy that, and then you get into Brown. So you must have been a good student, I would presume, right?
Yeah, I was pretty good. I sort of did the bare minimum. That's always been my really sort of terrible motto, honestly. It's just like, do the least amount to have.
I find it charming in you.
Thank you.
So what did you major in at Brown?
Psychologia, psychology.
Oh.
I don't know why I said it like that. Maybe
Well,
you can
we're in a
unpack
Spanish city.
Yeah, maybe that's it. No, but truthfully, I was very liberal arts. I didn't have any kind of passion. The whole passion thing, like do what you're passionate about, never really rung true for me. I'm not sure that's the best advice for people.
Oh, is to isolate what your passion is and then
Well,
run
I don't
towards
think a
it?
lot of people, I think if that was the case, then everyone would become professional Fortnite players. Do you know what I mean?
There are a lot of guys who are passionate about that.
They're
yeah.
the most passionate.
The most passionate,
And there's a lot of people that don't have quote unquote passions. And passion has become this word that's so like huge and it's so weighted.
Daunting.
And so people are like, is that really a passion? I like it. So I just find it to be a little bit
Intimidating.
misleading.
Sure.
Yeah, I'm not sure it's the best advice. That's all. Maybe I'm a contrarian.
No, I think there's truth in that. So you majored in psychology, and now at what point do you go, I think I'm going to move to Los Angeles and pursue acting?
Well, I moved to New York right after September 11th. I was actually going to move there on that day, and then it happened. So I waited a month or so, and I went there. I moved to Los Angeles with a television show. So I got cast in a show called Cracking Up with Jason Schwartzman, Molly Shannon, and Chris McDonald. And
And how did you end up getting cast on that?
I did a play in New York that a Fox executive came and saw. And she liked me and then brought me in for a general with Marcia Schulman, who's the head of Fox casting. And I was a knife salesman at the time. And
Knife?
Yeah, Cutco knives. Any Cutco knife sales? Yeah.
Great product. Great product.
It's an excellent product, 440 gauge carbon stainless steel, thermal resin handles, nickel-plated rivets. Really great product.
An ex-girlfriend of mine sold Cutco knives. And I don't think I've witnessed anything cuter in my whole life than watching her saw a pop can in half and then taking a tomato and cutting it in half.
Yeah.
A soda can.
A pop. Oh,
Sorry.
Pop. It's so charming when you say it, actually.
So you were. I have to imagine you were moving a lot of Cutco knives.
I was
though.
the #1 knife salesman in the month of February in 2003.
Were you really?
Yeah. Thank you.
I don't doubt that.
Well, I found a woman who was borderline psychotic, who had a black American Express card.
Okay.
And she didn't even let me do the demo. She's like, I'll buy whatever you want. Tell me what's going on in your life.
Really?
And I'm pretty sure she bought about 24 grand in knives. So I got a little help. Yeah.
Okay.
I got a little help for that woman.
Was that
and
a
it wasn't because of
family-
me. Look, the truth is the knives sell themselves. You know? They're fucking quality products.
Yeah.
Anyway, so Marcia Schulman, I sold her a studio set, no lie.
No, wait. In the casting meeting?
Yeah, the general meeting with the casting woman, I sold her a 4-piece set. It's a nice starter set. And she was tickled by it, and she was like, this guy just sold me 4 knives. Like, I got to do something for him. So she gave me what's called a holding deal.
Which is unheard of.
Which
on
is
a one
insane.
meeting,
I was
yeah.
living with 2 disgusting men in an 8-floor walk-up in Tribeca, because not to be bragging the privilege thing, but like when you graduate college in my family, you're cut off. It's not like you get anything.
Right.
So, I was struggling and I was grinding, and then all of a sudden she gave me this like huge holding deal. Is basically they give you money just to be with Fox, so you can't go to CBS or NBC or ABC.
That's incredible to get something. What age were you at that point?
23, and literally they flew me out to LA and town carded me to auditions.
Oh my
was insane.
goodness. That's charmed.
It was amazing, and I got the show, and I felt so cocky. I felt so like, oh, I'm amazing. It was actually the worst thing that could have happened to me, because I was like, I barely tried to get it, and it all happened. And so for the next year and a half, I was just, I'm just like made of. and I did not work for a single millisecond. I mean, and
Right.
all the money that I made in that thing dwindled away, and my nice house that I had, used that money for, all of a sudden I was asking people to room with me, and all of a sudden I was basically operating a fraternity house.
Right.
So that I could only pay $200 a month. But Marcia, if you're listening, I hope those are working out for you, and if they're not, there is a forever guarantee on those pieces of cutlery. So give me a call.
What's great about David's story, what's interesting about it is many times you must have thought, oh, it's done. I did it. I'm on the fast track.
Yeah.
Yes. And so that show in particular, right, that was created by Mike White,
Yeah.
who had just done School of Rock.
Mm-hmm.
So in your mind, you must be thinking, well, I'm done. I'm going to be on this thing for the next 7 years.
Oh, yeah.
Start shopping for a boat.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
I was the dumbest, like the most cliche, dumb reaction to that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Honestly, I didn't work for a year and a half, and I went broke, and my girlfriend at the time, like I went from like sexy, like star on the rise to like now she's visiting and there's like 4 strangers in the house walking through. Honestly, she gave me an ultimatum in a way. She was like, this is not for me, like get a real job or this is gonna be a problem. She wasn't the right, obviously, girl for me, but at one point I was like, I'm quitting and
that woman was Jennifer Aniston.
yeah. But I was like gonna quit and go to the job that all basically my friends and community, there's not many actors that come out of the world that I grew up in.
Stay tuned for more live show after this exciting commercial break.
We get support from Quince.
So we've been talking about Quince a lot lately, and as we head into fall, it's the perfect time to reset your wardrobe with their amazing pieces. I think it's so fun to do when the seasons turn over to just spruce up your wardrobe with a couple specials, and Quince is the place.
Totally. We're talking organic cotton, Mongolian cashmere, tailored chinos from just $60. Premium fit and quality you'd expect from a luxury brand designer. I love Quince. I like it understated and subtle, and I like stuff that has high quality. And Quince checks all those boxes.
I love a lot of stuff from Quince. Honestly, they have incredible premium denim, which is very important for fall. It's pretty much all I wear in the fall is denim. And Quince has such a good selection of quality denim. Their stuff is so versatile, timeless, and built to last that you just grab every single day without thinking.
Right. And all of that for 50 to 80% less than similar brands. They go direct to ethical factories, cut out the middlemen, so you get all that quality without overpaying for it.
We love that. And they do way more than clothes. They have bedding, cookware, bath essentials, travel must-haves, same deal, and great quality.
Upgrade your everyday. Download the Quince app for app-exclusive offers or go to quince.com/Dax. Get free shipping on your order and 365-day returns. Now available in Canada and the UK too. That's QUINCE.com/Dax. We are supported by Auto Trader. All right, if you've been putting off car shopping because it sounds like a whole thing, buying your car online on Auto Trader makes it way easier, really. You can shop tons of cars online, compare prices, check financing and trade-in options, all from wherever you are. And if you want to start online and go to the dealership for a test drive, you can do that too, really. What I like is the flexibility. Start online, finish at the dealer, or the other way around. Your info stays with you, so you're not starting the process from scratch. Plus, you're working with local dealer listings, so you've got real people helping behind the scenes. And when you're ready, you can pick up your car or have it delivered. Really. Buy your car online on Auto Trader. Really. Now, I want to get into drugs a little bit.
No. I mean,
Let me start
drugs.
by
Look,
saying that
drugs. I don't like the word drugs. I'll start there.
Okay,
Yeah.
great.
Aspirin's
Just
a drug.
so you guys know, we'll be talking about drugs, whatever he calls it. I don't know.
I take a lot of supplements, okay?
But Walton and I share an affinity for certain drugs that we think are, I can't take them anymore, but he still can because he's not an addict. But we believe that mind-expanding psychedelics are kind of a good thing. We're pro those, right?
I'm excited that the stigma is being released and that they're being explored again, that they're a gateway to our incredibly complex psyches. What are we, there's 800 people in here?
Yeah.
All of you snowflakes and infinitely complex. No, seriously, you're all really, truly beautiful people. We all do similar things and we can have patterns of behavior, but I believe that all of you have incredible layers to you that generally don't get revealed without a little help. And certainly therapists can do that, but psychedelics have the ability to break things away and give you insights.
Yeah. I am not at all confused by how you sold so many knives, because that was
intoxicating.
I've been trying to get Monica to do Molly for 2 years now, 4 years. Haven't moved the needle at all, but
Well,
I gotta.
maybe you should pitch it. I'll probably do it.
Right?
Well, look, I think honestly, so this is what MDMA is for me. So in college, I would do it just like any kid. You know, you do it at a club or something just to have fun and dance. But nowadays, it's being used in therapy sessions, and it's being...
Well, Michael Pollan's got an amazing book about it right now, right?
How to change your mind. I mean, that's honestly more about the psychedelic element. MDMA, I'm not sure how it classifies, whether it's pure psychedelic or not. But it's considered what's called a heart opener. You've been in a mood where if you're grumpy or something, and then you'll watch a video or you'll hear a song or something, you know, a kid will do something and you kind of feel... You'll feel yourself kind of melt, or you'll feel yourself more generous, and that's what people would call heart opening. And you can have incredible insights into relationships. So people are taking ecstasy now to, like, if you're married to someone, you obviously have incredibly rich history of buried, strife, and you get defensive. And MDMA in that kind of setting, there's no chance of defensiveness.
Yeah.
Like nothing you can say can trigger anyone. And so ultimately, intimacy, into me you see, which is a nice little way of describing intimacy, becomes...
Guys, it was a fucking masterclass. I didn't know.
Oh my God.
It feels
I'm
now like
sweating.
I set him up for this, like he's on a speaking tour for drugs. I don't think I realized the depth of which you could... I'm going to call my sponsor in about 6 minutes. You keep going.
Oh God.
Hey, Jeff. Yeah, I'm just on stage. Are we sure about this thing? Yeah, okay. Because my buddy Walton... do you own any Cutco knives? Okay. When you do it together...
It'll give you insights that could truly change your life and change the rest of your relationships, especially ones that you're already in. Yeah.
Well, that's why they're using it a lot in end-of-life stuff, because people are dealing with the death of their identity, and they go on these high-dose mushroom trips, and they start feeling the connectedness, and the barriers kind of melt away, and that's just kind of a really powerful, cool thing. I hate that I'm an addict and I can't do it with you and Monica, but
Well, I'm
very
actually,
pro
I would
experimentation.
disagree with you on that because...
Oh, great.
They're
Hold on, I'm just going to
using-
put Jeff on speakerphone.
Get Jeff on the line. Get him on the horn right now. No, but in all seriousness, they're using LSD, for example, for
Addiction.
people in AA who are struggling with that sort of thing.
Well, Bill W. famously did LSD therapy while still sober. I think, I've thought this through. Here's what I think would happen to me. I'd convince myself this is a great idea, then I'd be tripping balls. And all I'd be thinking about is like, you don't have 14 years anymore. I just think it would steer. I don't think I could keep it on the rails. There's no way.
Well, yeah. I mean, you know yourself, and I would never pressure you or... But
Fuck it, let's do it. Let's do it. Pull them out. Let's get some boomers going.
I actually got some blotter acid in my vodka.
Because you use them the way I did initially, and that is just to fucking have fun, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and to like bond with your friends. There's like some tribalism too. We've been told it's very dangerous and scary, and it's something you can prove to your buddies that there's an element of bravery involved. Like there's many, many layers to experimenting with drugs, I think.
Yeah.
But you have now, and I think because of Michael Pollan's book, right, you've now done where you actually take a shitload of shrooms and go fucking sit in a room by yourself.
It hasn't been mushrooms.
Cocaine?
Yeah. Changed my life for the better. Huge. Honestly, cocaine is a great drug.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. If you want to see the best side of yourself, just grab an 8-ball of that.
So selfless. Such a good listener.
Yeah.
No, there's a value, I think. I mean, I haven't done what they call the hero dose. That's considered, I think, over 500 micrograms of LSD or a quarter ounce of mushrooms.
Oh, Jesus.
And that's where you lock yourself in a dark room with an eye mask and do that much. And that's where I haven't done that. That takes a certain amount of courage.
And probably a contingency plan from a loved one.
Yeah.
Right.
It's all interesting to me just because I'm fascinated by the human psyche and my general feeling, and I don't know how to articulate this, but it's like that we're all just kind of looking through this little pinhole, and that we think these 5 senses we have are it, and I think they're just such a small...
Well, I tripped it on it the other day. I was actually thinking about hearing. And I was thinking if none of us could hear. And I was thinking how abstract hearing is. It's vibrating the matter in the air, and it's bouncing off these eardrums, and that's how all this is happening. And I just started thinking if none of us had ears, completely impossible to imagine that sense.
Yeah.
And so I started thinking like, yeah, I guess I buy into the notion that there's maybe a dozen more that no one can even imagine.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's really just like, do you believe in the unseen? And how can you not? What's beautiful is now science.
Tology. Well, that's where all this was leading.
Yeah. I have a book for you.
You'd be great for them. I mean, people would really
I'd
sign
sign
up.
up.
Yeah.
I'd go clear with you.
No, but I find it fascinating that science now is this sort of new age woo-woo stuff that most people yawn at or scoff at. And there's something happening where basically quantum theory and all these things are starting to like merge with the wacko on the side of the street, which is basically like there's a unified energetic field beneath everything, and there's no difference between my hand and the wood when you drill down into it, and everything is essentially some sort of matrix. I honestly hate myself for talking like this. I feel ashamed, and I don't know how to do it without feeling...
If you were 5% less good looking, it'd be insufferable. Yeah.
It really is. It is insufferable, and I get the allergy. I'm so allergic to this stuff, but I do know that like what the fuck is happening? What is really going on? What the fuck are we doing here?
Okay, so that's drugs. I wanted to talk about that. And what a qualified opinion. Supplements. Yeah.
Do you really not like to call them drugs?
Well, no, I just don't think it's very useful at this point because it's a weighted term. And like you're talking about psychedelics, like, oh, that guy doing drugs. You know what I mean?
Well, that's true. It's certainly different from smoking crack, in my experience.
Yeah, I mean, like, have you done crack?
Oh, yeah. There's no feeling quite like looking at yourself in the mirror the following morning or next 2 days. You realize your lips are a bit burnt, and it is demoralizing. I wonder if this will even be remotely comedic. I one time went with my pals from Detroit. We went downtown and we got some of that delicious crack rock, and we smoked it, and we ran out inevitably. And then I was like, it's time for me to go back to my mom's house. I was visiting Michigan, and I was like trying to sneak into my bedroom at home, and I opened the door, and I had forgot dear Grandma Midge was staying in my bed. And I was like, there's no way I can talk to Grandma Midge right now. And we did. I sat on the bed, and Grandma Midge and I just chatted for about 45 minutes. I don't think she has any idea that I was on the devil's pipe the night before.
The devil's pipe. Is it the best 10 seconds of your life, or is it... I've never done it.
Well, I think the results speak for themselves. You know what? I made a logical, thought-out decision to smoke crack.
Yeah.
There was this HBO documentary series called Hookers on the Point. Do you remember this?
I do not.
It was a great, great program.
Most logic begins with hookers on the point. Yeah.
The narrator was so weird, I don't know where they find it, but he was always like, the ladies are working hard tonight on the point. But I was watching that program, and I was seeing what the gals were doing to get crack.
Yeah.
And I thought, that has to be a very sensational feeling to be willing to go through that to get that. Yeah. I thought of that. Yeah. And I thought, I don't want to leave planet Earth without knowing what that is like. Very much underestimating the addictive quality of it.
Yeah.
But I did decide I don't want to leave here not knowing what that feels like. I don't encourage anyone to make the same argument in their head. But at any rate, Hookers on the Point, check it out. I think you can find it still. It's a very uplifting, life-affirming documentary series. Now, where I was going with David's overarching story, which is probably a more common one than the ones we become aware of, which is you've had 7 shows, and the first 6 didn't go to a second season. About a Boy was the first that went to a second season, right?
Yeah.
Great show. David was so good on it.
Thank you.
And that's a hard path to be on.
Oh, I'm still on it, dude. That thing did go a 3rd season. No, I mean, I always say like life in the NFL, you know?
Right, but it would be very easy the thing I say, kind of like a broken record, is you're in the NBA. You're not Michael Jordan. I'm not Scottie Pippen, but I'm in the NBA. Yeah, you're on TV regularly all the time. You know what I'm saying?
At the party.
And it would be such a shame to evaluate the experience by some comparison to someone else as opposed to on your deathbed go, oh, fuck, I did that. I made a living. I tried something nearly impossible, and I did it. I made a living. I raised a family. I got to express myself. It wasn't the height of that, but I never fucking enjoyed it because it wasn't the thing I was comparing myself to.
Yeah. Show's not going, full 7 seasons or whatever. Is that the golden, what did Parenthood go?
6.
6, attaboy.
Yeah.
Hey, I go, fuck you, Dax.
I don't bring this up to try to embarrass you about it. I bring it up to hope that you could impart what most 99% of us have to learn, which is perseverance and not letting this racket in your head destroy you and take you out, because that's what happens to a lot of folks.
It's the same in everything. It's process over results. Do good work. I've truly failed upwards. Like every failure has led to something else, and you shouldn't care about the result. You do, because you're human. I'm getting better and better at just being like, you're competing with yourself as opposed to other people.
Well, right. When you got your first show, and you probably, if you're like me at all, did you start forecasting in the future? Like, oh, good, this is sad. And then you start kind of building an identity around the future. It's like, this is what, my sister is also an actress and my favorite human being. She's the most beautiful little bunny rabbit. And she'll have an audition, and I'll just stop her before she goes in, and I'll go, let me ask you something. Have you already thought, I'm going to get this job, then I'll be on TV every week, then I can buy a house, and then blank, and bang, and blank. And I'm like, look at this. You're going to go into a room for 10 minutes, and you've built a lifetime on top of this 10 minutes. You can't do well. It's too much pressure for any human being to do. And now this thing that should be a small little chunk of time in life becomes a mountain. It's going to make or break your life.
Yeah, I do that. I bought a Powerball ticket for $500 million.
Okay.
And my entire day was daydreaming about the $500 million that was coming my way. I couldn't stop. I was like, you are a fucking idiot. But I couldn't stop. I was like dreaming about coming home to my wife and being like, we did it. We got it. I got 500. Actually, it's 350 after tax.
We took a big hit on taxes, but we're still sitting on 300 mil. Can't buy a sports team, but we can have front row seats. When you were daydreaming about it, what kind of silly stuff were you going to do?
With the money?
Yeah.
Just get out of debt.
Okay. What a sexy fantasy. Yeah. But we met, you did an episode of Parenthood, I think was the first thing that happened.
A crossover episode.
Jason Katims, who created Parenthood, also created About a Boy and Friday Night Lights. He's a genius. But he set our shows in the same world. We've all lived in the Bay Area, and then you came on his show.
Yeah.
And then I went and did your show as an actor. Well, and then I came on and directed. And I think that's where things really took off.
Yeah, no, that's where the hugging got a little uncomfortable for everybody.
Yeah. We would kick each morning off with a good minute and a half hug.
Long hug. Men need more long hugs.
Yeah. Well, it releases oxytocin, the love hormone.
So can I tell a quick story? But I was in a rehab place, not for myself, but I will. Is a place called the Meadows, and I was there for a family member. But basically, there was this Hell's Angel type, 300. Like you see him on the street, and you'd be terrified. You'd run the other way. Extremely scary looking. And he was our leader. He was an addict. He was leading the thing, and he was like, every man needs 10 hugs a day. And I was like, oh shit. And it was like, do you need a hug right now? He's like, you're damn right. And I was like, but that's really resonated with me. My hugging game went way up after that.
Yeah.
I've actually started to go experiment with a heart-to-heart hug. Normally, penis to penis kind of.
Yeah.
But you can avoid that and even up the power by just going left to left. So
Keep it pure.
Yeah,
don't
heart-
confuse
right in the
things.
heart. Yeah, don't-
Okay.
Anyway,
I'll try that with you later
Yeah,
tonight.
we'll try. Yeah, we'll try it later.
But I actually like the hip-on-hip hug. To me, that's where I know someone's sincere and serious about the hug.
You strike me, and I've always admired you as like a fearless person, like a guy who makes people happy but doesn't seem to need to people please in a way. Like you have a superpower like that. You're obviously an enormous talent, but you have a fearlessness that I admire very, very much.
Thank you, David
Yeah.
Walton. If you can sit down on the bed with Grandma Midge and talk to her post-crack,
After a couple of crack
yeah,
pipes.
everything
Oh,
else gets manageable, I guess. Another really terrible drug story about me. One of the most surreal experiences I ever had in my life was crystal meth was not a thing in Michigan. It was that was not a thing when I was a kid. And then I moved to California and it was a thing. And then some friends of mine from Detroit wanted to try that. So I brought some, on the airplane home for Christmas. And we did a bunch of it, too much of it, you could say. I could not go to sleep for 3 nights in a row. Oh. And by the 4th day, I was starting to really think I was never going to fall asleep. And I was starting to lose my mind. Mm-hmm. Terrible. Go over to my brother's for a big family dinner, sit down on the couch to watch TV. It's a 60-minute special on crystal meth addiction. And it's the story of a young drummer who just couldn't stop playing the drums on crystal meth. And he gave himself such severe carpal tunnel syndrome that the footage of him was trying to eat and stuff. Ugh. And all my family members were like, could you imagine? Can you imagine? And I was just like, oh my God, they're totally gonna look at me and go, oh, it's happening right here. The worst buzzkill you could have is watching a crystal meth expose with Morley Schaefer about the little drummer boy who ruined his carpals. Oh, anyways, good times. So you one time were going to take on a role in a movie where you were going to have a real legit Boston accent. And even though you're from Boston, you didn't innately have that accent.
Yeah, no, my parents weren't from there, so I don't have an accent.
Right, and you were at the fancy boarding school, and they didn't have that thick accent there, right?
They talk like this.
I was just showering with Mr. Greger, and apparently
One of the boys in the shower today.
So what did you do? How did you prepare for this accent?
One of my best friends in the world is Luke Coppage. We grew up across the street from each other in Boston, and he's a sports nut. He knows everything about Boston sports. So I was calling him. I just moved to Boston to shoot this Hallmark movie. My friend is a huge Pats fan, and 98.5 is the radio station in Boston, the sports hub.
And that's where you're going to hear your thickest accents, right?
Oh, it's just absurd. So he's like, you know what? You should call in and practice, And then I go, well, how do I get on the radio? He goes, talk about how you want Josh McDaniels, the offensive coordinator for the Patriots. He's like, talk how you wonder if Josh McDaniels is going to be the next head coach. So they pick up and they get real aggressive. Go, what's your question? And I go, this is Billy from Revere, and I just want to know, I just want to talk about Josh McDaniels, see if he's heir apparent of Belichick. And he was like, all right, stay on the line. And I was like, and I texting Luke, I'm going, it's happening. They just told me to stay on the line. and he's like, I'm tuning in. He's like, I'm gonna listen. He's down in New York. He's streaming it. And all of a sudden they go, all right, we got Billy from Revere. What's your question? And I'm like, yeah, this is Billy. I'm wondering if, what your thoughts on if Josh McDaniels be heir apparent to Belichick. And they just hung up on me. And I was like, my accent is shit. They saw right through it.
Right.
So they hang up and I'm spiraling and I call Luke. He picks up and he's cry laughing because it's been 15 minutes and they're still talking about the question. They just didn't want to hear me talk anymore. So they bought it, and that gave me the confidence to really do a mediocre job on the film.
Good. But you are a big Pats fan, right?
Yeah, very much so.
And you and I share yours is different than mine. Mine's purely aesthetic, but a love for Tom Brady.
Well, he's
The
extremely
guy
beautiful man.
the guy's a supermodel, but you love the man, right?
I love him more than anything, honestly.
Yeah.
He's
so-
given me such profound joy, and he is incredibly good looking.
The guy's 6'5" or whatever, just beautiful.
220.
Yeah. Lean, mean, takes care of his chassis. Never eats anything inflammatory.
Yeah.
No
nightshades.
No nightshades for him.
No.
But you got to meet him.
Oh, yeah. I got to meet him. He's a big golfer, and I got to sit down with him. We're up at this fancy dancy club in L.A., and I'm sitting at a table like this, and he sits down just random. I didn't know he was there. I didn't know he was playing, and I guess the guy I was with was friends with the guy he was playing with, and all of a sudden, I mean, honestly, you're just sitting there, and your hero sits down. I went into a state of deep, deep shock, and everyone started introducing themselves to each other, and I just stood up, and I took my hand out, and Brady, like you're pretty good at eye contact guy. I almost have to look away from you sometimes.
Thank you.
Sure.
It's a little bit creepy.
It's too much.
It's kind of creepy.
Sometimes it's too much, especially when he's singing or
No,
doing
it's
an
not.
accent.
But Brady is not afraid of eye contact. And so I remember in my state of shock just saying to myself, you do not fucking look away from Tom Brady. You take this moment and you own it and you look at him. And the truth is, I don't know whether he's like done some self-help thing where he's like, I won't look away. I'll wait till someone looks away. But he did not look away. I did not look away. And something fucking happened. And if Tom, you're listening, I need to talk to you. I want to see if you felt it too. Honestly, it was 35 seconds. No.
Well, David Walton, I can't tell you how much I appreciate that you would fly with your whole family here to Santa Fe, be so honest with us, give us a full master class on drugs and psychedelics and our uniqueness and our layers. I appreciate it so much. Thank you so much for coming out tonight. It's so much fun. We love it here. We hope you'll have us back.
This episode is supported by Helix. All right, let's talk about something we both really care deeply about: sleep.
It's the most important thing. I've had my Helix mattress for years now, and I genuinely think it's one of the best investments you can make for your home. Mine still feels just like it did when I first got it.
Well, that's the thing. It's not one of those mattresses that caves in after 6 months. These things are built to last. And I'm a side sleeper. I ordered a side sleeper and I get hot, so I have cooling. And I can't tell you how much more comfortable it is to be in there not sweating and tossing and turning.
Cooling is really important. I've read that you're supposed to sleep a little bit cold. So I also have cooling. And they have over 20 models, so it's not a one-size-fits-all situation. You just go take their quiz and they match you to what actually works for your body.
Plus, they've got cooling upgrades, which heading into summer, non-negotiable.
Truly.
Go to helixsleep.com/armchair for 20% off. That's helixsleep.com/armchair for 20% off. Make sure you enter our show name after checkout so they know we sent you. helixsleep.com/armchair.
Thank you to our presenting sponsor, HP, for supporting this episode. Parents, you've got enough on your back to school list right now. Ink cartridges do not need to be on it. They just don't. The HP Smart Tank printer uses a refillable ink tank and comes with up to 3 years of ink included. It's the last printer you'll ever need. To learn more, search HP Smart Tank.
This podcast is brought to you by Squarespace. We've talked before about Rob building our website on Squarespace, and I bring it up again because it's a perfect example of what they do well. Rob had all the pieces, the content, the vision, the ideas, but he needed something to actually take all that and make it public facing. And Squarespace was that bridge. Maybe you're in the same spot. You've been developing something, a business, a skill set, a body of work, and it's been private. It's been yours, but at some point you're ready to put it out there, and that transition from private to public can feel like a huge leap. Squarespace makes it feel like a step. Beautiful templates, built-in SEO, email campaigns, scheduling, analytics, everything you need to go from I've been working on this to here it is, come find me. All in one place, no code, no stitching together a bunch of different tools. So if you've been sitting on something and waiting for the right moment, this might be it. Head to squarespace.com/DAX for a free trial. And when you're ready to launch, use offer code DAX to save 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain. We get support from Apple Gift Card. Back to school is here, and for many, that means some big life transitions. Whether they are heading into a new grade or setting up a dorm for the first time, you want to give them something that actually supports their growth and success. Apple Gift Card is a versatile solution because it takes the guesswork out of gifting. It's not just about a new pair of AirPods for focus. It's about giving them the invaluable chance to choose the digital tools and subscriptions that suit their unique journey. They can use it for productivity apps on the App Store, movie nights on Apple TV, or extra iCloud storage for all those new memories. With Apple Gift Card, it's so empowering to give the students their freedom to allocate their own resources. Celebrate their new academic chapter. Visit applegiftcard.apple.com to celebrate their milestones and gift one today.
And now my favorite part of the show, the fact check with my soulmate, Monica Padman.
Working at the fact check. Dun, 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 dun. Working at the fact check. Bum, 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 bum.
Cool.
Hi, Monica.
Hi.
How you doing?
Great. How are you doing?
Great. How's that Emmy nomination going?
Still lost.
Oh, you still? Okay, they
Yeah.
haven't reversed their decision?
I still don't have an Emmy.
I'm fingers crossed we'll get a reversal.
Okay.
Sometimes like it's exposed in the Olympics that the athletes were juicing,
That's true.
and then it rolls downhill to second place.
It would be ironic because the one that won was an opioid doc.
Oh, yeah, if they got caught doping.
Yeah, I guess actually it would be allowed because
Right,
what they're
journalistic
doing.
exploration
Yeah.
required them to know what their subjects were
Know
actually
the product.
dealing with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yes,
I don't
you're right.
I don't think there'll be a reversal. That's okay.
David Walton, can I just say for a second, when he got into his explanation of drug use, I was captivated.
Yeah, you were.
I had never heard someone that knowledgeable and dedicated to the mind-expanding properties of hallucinogenics.
Yeah, he is a big advocate.
I was saying he should have a drug podcast where he gets other drug experts on or enthusiasts. They discuss it. And maybe sometimes they even record episodes while on acid or
Under
something.
the influence?
Yeah. See what they get.
That could be interesting.
Sure is. I mean, just I can't imagine being productive or linear in my thoughts at all if I was on that stuff.
No.
But as you heard when Craig T. Nelson was on, he would perform on acid on live television. And he
Yeah.
thought and he was good.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I guess we don't know.
Probably he kept working.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. It's probably different people, different brains.
Yeah, and you know, famously, the guy who pitched a no-hitter on acid, do you know that whole story? There was a Major League Baseball player in the 70s or 80s. He pitched a no-hitter, and he was on acid because he had been given the day off. And he was on the
Oh.
beach with some gals. They had dropped acid,
Okay.
and then he was taken off that beach to go pitch in San Diego. They were on the road.
Yeah, it was Doc Ellis.
Doc Ellis. There's a documentary about it. It's pretty fascinating.
Cool.
He was largely unaware of the fact he was pitching a no-hitter.
Wow.
Yeah.
I wouldn't like that.
To not be aware of pitching a no-hitter?
Yeah, I'd want to be aware.
I thought it kind of made the argument that it's the thinking about pitching a no-hitter that prevents you from pitching one. Like it'd be real easy to get in your head. Ninth inning, you've come so far, only a few pitches left.
You're right. I don't know. Maybe that was the trick.
Mm-hmm.
What's going on with you?
What's going on with you?
Nothing.
Are you distracted by something?
I mean, I was working on a crossword puzzle, so maybe I'm distracted by that.
Maybe you're thinking in those terms. When you're doing crossword puzzles, you start thinking in the terms of the crossword puzzles.
Yeah, I like that. I mean, I just started crossword puzzles again a few days ago.
Mm-hmm.
I get very frustrated by crossword puzzles.
Because you're not just innately great at them.
Well, I don't know all the answers immediately. Yeah.
Right. I was very happy. You asked me 2 questions. I didn't know one of them, but I knew the other one.
Mm-hmm. It was Fiestas and Fusions.
Yep.
And I bet some people will get it.
Ford.
Yep.
Yeah. They made a car called the Fiesta, real tiny little shit box back in the 80s. And then now the Focus they make.
Fusion.
Well, they also make a Focus. But
They
yes,
do,
the
but that
Fusion,
wasn't part of
that
my
wasn't,
clue.
Not at all.
It worked out well. That was a good clue for you. I picked a good one for you.
Yes. It was, and it didn't seem like it because it seemed like it had something to do with Spanish.
Parties or,
Yeah,
that's where my brain was.
I started there. I started with, party. Is a fusion a party?
Yeah.
Kind of part, like a nuclear party?
You want me to ask you a few questions I couldn't answer?
Yeah, let's see. See how I do.
This was the Monday New York Times crossword puzzle.
Which, am I right? That's the easiest
That's
day.
the
It gets
easiest one.
progressively harder throughout the week. And you know who was just an addict for these New York Times crossword puzzles?
Who?
Mae Whitman.
Oh.
Mae Whitman was always working on her crossword puzzle on set.
Cool, yeah. It feels really good when you figure one out after a long time of not figuring it out.
Yeah.
Oof.
Yeah.
I've been enjoying that feeling.
I had a little period where I did crosswords. I started doing them in the Bruin, the UCLA newspaper. I'd be bored in class, and I would pop that Bruin out and get going on it.
Yeah. Saturday maybe is the hardest, and Sundays is the largest.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah.
Could be your whole day.
It could. I mean, this easy Monday one took a lot of time, and I didn't even finish it.
Okay.
Okay, so some of the ones I'm having trouble with. Okay, and this should be so easy. Outer boundary, 5 letters.
Outer boundary.
And it's not edges.
Fence.
Ooh,
Nope.
not fence. Border. Outer boundary.
I tried rim, but rim's too short.
Ring.
No. The third letter is M, and the last letter is T.
You're sure about that?
Yeah, I'm correct on the other words. I
You feel
know.
really good about
I
that.
do.
So few words end in MT.
No. Third letter is M.
Yeah.
Last letter is T. There's 5. So
There's 5.
Yeah. So like maybe something matte.
Emit. One more time with the clue.
Outer boundary.
Outer limit.
You did it. Oh my God. Good job.
Will you trim out some?
That was great. I feel stupid now.
I had a fear that this was going to be the reaction. Like at first I was like, I'll help her. She'll be happy. And I was like, no, she'll be upset.
No, I'm not upset, but I wish I could have figured that out on my own.
Right.
I started a new one today.
Oh, and because this one was getting slow?
Well, I just
Or because
feel
it's Tuesday?
stuck. It's Monday.
It's Monday. Who cares? But really Thursday. It's also Thursday.
Oh, that's true. It's also Thursday. That's true.
Yeah, these are all arbitrary distinctions. It's all in your head anyways.
Time
these
is
days.
just an illusion.
It's an illusion. Yeah.
That's right.
It's a big illusion.
It's a luge.
It's a luge situation.
Speaking of that, was the Olympics, the Winter Olympics, at the beginning of last year?
We
Or
talk
the
about
end?
18. It's always even.
Yeah, it's even, which was
Wintertime
last
18.
year. And I feel like there's no way there was an Olympics last year. But it must have been at the beginning of the year.
Of 18, yeah,
beginning.
January 18.
Not the end.
But I think actually like February 18 is when they
Right.
kick those things off.
That feels like so long ago. Doesn't it?
Yeah, it seems like a long time since I've seen some Olympic action. But again, the winter for me is always a little lackluster. I'm all about that summer track and field stuff.
I bet lackluster is going to be one of my clues.
I bet it will for sure.
Yeah. So David went to Dexter School, which he said JFK and Neil Armstrong went to. Now, I hate to do this to a guest.
Oh, no.
Neil Armstrong did not go to Dexter School.
He didn't? But JFK did?
JFK did, which is still great.
Well, I'd rather lose Neil Armstrong than JFK.
Well, Story Musgrave
Yeah.
is an astronaut, and he went there.
Okay, Story Musgrave.
So, yeah.
What a name.
Yeah.
Story Musgrave.
That's his name. And he's an astronaut, and he went there. So I think maybe that's where the confusion is.
That makes sense, yeah.
'Cause
Story Musgrave.
One astronaut did go there.
Maybe even David was like, JFK and Story Musgrave went there. But if I say Story Musgrave on a stage, people are going to think it's a joke. Let me just change it to an astronaut they all are comfortable with.
Neil Armstrong, yeah. He
Neil
probably did that.
Armstrong.
Yeah. And David's name is on this list on Wikipedia.
Oh, of famous attendees?
Yeah, noteworthy
Oh.
attendees. So he should be excited about that.
That's flattering.
It's very flattering.
Do you think I'm on any of those lists?
Would your school have a Wikipedia?
I can't imagine.
I doubt it.
Walled Lake Central.
Unless, do all schools have Wikipedias? I don't know.
It's hard to know what's all on Wikipedia. It's a very big platform.
Yeah, and it's
And
okay.
it's just marginally correct, too. I'll add that.
Exactly. Okay, so St. Paul's boarding school, that's where he went after.
Oh.
That's the one where he said Robert Mueller, and Robert Mueller did go there.
Oh, great.
So that's good news.
That's really good news.
Yeah, and Archibald Cox, a Watergate special prosecutor, also went there. So a lot of these like special
Prosecutors.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a pipeline for special
It's
prosecution.
interesting. Nick Stoller also went there.
Oh, my goodness. Why didn't he say that?
I know. And
Maybe he
Nick
doesn't know.
He might not know. Nick Stoller directed Sarah Marshall,
Yes, he did. He
Get Him to
also-
the Greek,
Get Him to the Greek.
some other stuff.
Stork.
He's a prolific comedy man.
I think one of his very first jobs ever as an on-set writer was Without a Paddle. He flew
Oh,
down
really?
to New Zealand, and that was one of his first on-set writing jobs.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
I auditioned for one of his pilots this year. I didn't get it.
Oh, then I don't like him anymore.
Yeah, we don't like him anymore.
Okay. Well, I did like him a lot until I just found that out.
Anyway, also a few of the Vanderbilts went there.
I'm obsessed with the Vanderbilts.
Oh,
Because I read the Cornelius Vanderbilt biography, The First Tycoon, which is one of my favorites, because he fist fought people a lot while being the richest man in the world.
I don't like
Warren
that. but-
Buffett was also kicking ass in the streets of Omaha. I think that would be fantastic.
No,
When deserved.
I love that he is peaceful.
What
And
if...
he lives in a very modest house. I love that. My dad loves that about him.
Yes, he does live in a modest house.
And he doesn't spoil his children.
No, but the interesting thing, did you watch the HBO, is it HBO documentary about Buffett?
I didn't watch it, no.
Oh, it's great. So his wife, who was a very intelligent, driven woman, as he was growing Berkshire Hathaway, at one point she said, I'm not going to live in Omaha for the rest of my life. I love you, but I'm going to go to San Francisco. And she went to San Francisco, and she told her then good friend and one of their neighbors, I guess, please cook Warren dinner. If no one's here, he won't eat. So she came over and started making Warren dinner, and then that ended up with her moving in, and they clearly had some kind of love affair, and he still loved his wife, and they stayed married. And when his wife got ill, he dropped everything and was by her side. But there was definitely some kind of progressive, interesting relationship in Warren's life.
I remember you telling me that story, but I don't remember it being about him. Are we sure it's about him?
Yes. Oh, well, there's another case of that, and that's Jerry Weintraub. And that was also exposed in his documentary, too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Where he and his mistress and his wife all live together and are quite happy.
Oh, really?
Yeah. She caught him at the Beverly Hills Hotel, I believe, having a little situation. And then she then told him to buy her something. He bought some crazy ring for her or something that patched things up. And then slowly they just all integrated.
Oh, wow. That's
Yeah. And I think they're better friends than he
It's
is with either of
unconventional.
them. Yeah. Very unconventional.
interesting. I like it.
Yeah. It's interesting.
Yeah.
Anything different's interesting to me.
We are supported by HP. If you're a parent or you know one, like I do, or you can help take care of kids, you already know what August feels like. It's not summer anymore, it's the pregame. The supplies list, the forms, the "we need this printed by tomorrow" texts that come in at 9 p.m. And I say this as someone who's been on the receiving end of those texts in a former life. You're ready to help, and then the printer says no, out of ink, blinking at you, useless. It's such a small thing, but it will absolutely derail your night. So when I heard about the HP Smart Tank printer from HP, America's most trusted printer brand, I thought this is the kind of thing that actually makes life easier, not in a big flashy way, in a one less crisis way. Instead of those little cartridges that run out the second you need them, the HP Smart Tank uses refillable ink tanks, and it comes with up to 3 years of ink included. 3 years. That's 3 back-to-school seasons without the cartridge panic. HP can't fill out the forms for you, but they can make sure the printer is never the reason you're up past midnight. Search HP Smart Tank.
Yeah. Okay, so we mentioned Lord of the Flies. Everyone knows Lord of the Flies. Everyone had to read that in middle school.
Well, now, here's one of those books that I know what it's about, but I haven't read it.
You didn't read it?
No, I know that, but it's a bunch of kids, marooned on an island, and then all of a sudden the kind of tribal leadership takes over.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a cautionary tale, yes, about abuses of power.
Mm-hmm. It's by William Golding. He might come up on my crossword puzzle.
Oh, likely, very likely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In 1954. I can't believe you. So you were required to read it. You just didn't. You mean?
I wasn't required
You
to read it.
weren't?
No.
Oh, the Georgia school system requires it.
Yeah.
What books did you have to read?
Had to. I mean, generally, I feel like you got to pick a book and do a book report on it. I guess, of course, no, you know the ones that were assigned to me now that I think about it, Of Mice and Men.
Mm-hmm.
I would've
Steinbeck.
Yeah, I wouldn't have picked that one out on my own. Loved it. What else did we have to read?
Scarlet Letter.
No, didn't read it.
Really?
No, but my sister did. I recall that.
What about Old Man in the Sea? Oh.
No, Hemingway.
Oh my
Hated
God,
it?
I hated it. It's the worst book I've ever read in my life.
Do you like any Hemingway book?
Oh, I never read any more, of course,
okay.
after that.
Okay.
To be honest, I don't know if I finished it because it was so excruciating.
It's a very male voice. Maybe one of the most male ever.
Well, I like male voices. My favorite book for a long time was The Lords of Discipline by Pat Conroy.
What's that about? Dance troupe?
No, it's about West Point.
Oh, okay. Well, Lords of Discipline sounds like a really cool dance troupe, doesn't it?
Yeah, sure, it could be. It's about a military school based off of West Point.
Oh, and it's all about boys and stuff, cute boys.
It was a really good book. He's now gone.
We lost him.
Yeah, he's passed.
His fight is over.
Yeah, he's passed.
Okay.
Anyway, so I hated Old Man in the Sea.
Ernest Hemingway.
We had to read Great Gatsby, of course. Did you have to read Great Gatsby?
I did. F.
Yeah.
Scott Fitzgerald. Although, to be honest, I read that as an adult.
Really? Again, because there's books that you can get assigned and then just not read.
Right. So let me just tell you, I was always pursuing the hardest math classes. I was not pursuing hard English shit at all. I was so bad at English.
Yeah, but I feel like they still require some reading.
They do.
Yeah.
They do.
They should.
And I did.
Okay.
I can remember things I did book reports on. All the S.E. Hinton books. That was Then, This Is Now, Tex, Outsiders, Rumblefish. Read all of them. They were all about boys and generally some mischief, fighting, all that kind of stuff.
I wonder if you would have liked Lords of Discipline.
Sounds like I would, yeah. Was there any fist fights?
Probably. I don't remember that part.
Okay.
Probably.
You remember more like the shower scenes and stuff?
No.
Oh, I don't know.
God. Stop stereotyping me. Oh, the best book we ever had to read was To Kill a Mockingbird. I love that book.
Just bought it on Audible.
You never read it?
5 days ago. No, never read it. But I know about Atticus Finch, and I really want. Is that it? Atticus Finch? What happened was there was a 60 Minutes segment on Jeff Daniels, who I love. He's a Michigander.
Sure.
And he's currently doing To Kill a Mockingbird on Broadway. And I think I want to try to see it, even though I hate plays. I love him so much. I decided that I'm going to try to see it when I'm in New York. At any rate, I was like, I should read that book before I go see the play.
It's an incredible book. One of my favorites.
It's pretty
revered.
Yeah, everyone seems to really love it who's read it.
Yeah, it's a really good one. Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is MDMA considered a pure psychedelic? MDMA is a synthetic stimulant drug known commonly as ecstasy, although not technically a psychedelic drug. MDMA has psychoactive effects.
There we go.
That may hold medical and personal benefit. Anyway, so no, it's not.
Okay. You know this thing that happens? I know I've talked to some people who've done it in excess. I've done it in excess, of course. And at a certain point when I've been on like 5 or 6 of them, you get this kind of shutter vision. So like if I looked from you and I panned over to Rob to my right, instead of seeing a smooth stream of transition, I would see click, 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 like 5, 6 frames that brought me over to Rob. And I have at times been with other people on the same amount and asked, like, is your vision clicking in snapshots? And they were like, yes. I was like, okay, good. Then we're good. As long as it's happening to other people.
Yeah. That no.
You would dislike that.
Yeah. I don't think I'd enjoy my vision in snapshot form.
Well, it's very pleasurable.
Really?
Yeah, like you're enjoying it. And then I'm just kind of curious, am I the only one experiencing this snapshot thing?
Mm-hmm.
And everyone else is, and I go, oh, it's kind of cool, huh? Like everyone agrees it's kind of cool.
Cool.
Again, I acknowledge there's probably a certain mindset that makes that cool and not scary.
Yeah.
You have to have somewhat of a disposition, probably.
I guess you're also on drugs, so
Yeah.
that's probably making you feel like it's good.
Yes, but to make it not about drugs, there have been a couple different times where things that are happening that are scaring some people are exciting me. So like we had the Northern Lights one time when I was in high school, like 12th grade, where all of a sudden I heard tons of people in my neighborhood yelling like, oh my God, come outside. Come. People were just yelling,
Yeah.
go outside. And the entire sky was lit up bright green.
Oh,
it
wow.
was crazy.
Whoa.
Like the whole sky was bright green. And many of the people were going to the worst imaginable scenario.
Radiation.
Like radiation.
That's what
There's
I
been
would
an
do.
atomic bomb.
Uh-huh.
And I was immediately like, oh, fuck yeah, something new's happening. Like I'm 18. It's already boring seeing the same old shit every single day. And the fucking sky's all green.
Yeah.
All right, let's talk. What's next? Are there aliens here? Are there, like I was very excited just that something different was happening.
Right.
And that's just my nature, I think.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you do have a lot of that. Oh, what's a hero dose of psilocybin? Terrence McKenna describes a heroic dose of magic mushrooms as consuming 5+ dried grams, 15 to 20 grams if they're fresh, of hallucinatory mushrooms in silent darkness alone for many hours.
I'm so curious what dosages I was taking back when I took it. I certainly had no clue.
I know.
Yeah, I don't know
Yeah.
what in grams, how much it was. I mean, again, I know I bought a pound in Santa Cruz that time.
Yeah.
Yeah, me and Aaron. We went to Santa Cruz and we bought a pound of mushrooms, which was 2 gallon-sized Ziploc bags of mushrooms.
Yeah,
and we
it's a
kept
lot.
half and sold half.
Yeah. How much money did you earn?
It would be hard for me to remember, but I know that basically what happened is we doubled what we spent and we got a half pound for free.
Oh.
So I guess that went up. We sold it for 4 times what we got it for.
That's a good profit.
Yeah, they're not very readily available in Michigan, or at least they were not then. And they're super available in Santa Cruz.
Yeah.
Now, in retrospect, the crazy part is that Aaron drove cross country with a half pound of mushrooms in his backseat.
Sure.
Probably not a wise decision.
Probably not.
No.
No.
Oh, gosh.
Oh.
That's a lot of hours behind the wheel thinking about getting pulled over. It was probably very stressful for him.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, the HBO documentary series, you were saying Hookers on the Point. It's actually Hookers at the Point.
Oh, Hookers at the Point.
Yeah.
Okay.
2002, HBO, as you said. And you were talking about the narrator, and the director is the narrator. His name is Brent Owens.
Oh, wow.
He takes us to the streets of Hunts Point in South Bronx for a candid documentary about the local sex workers, period.
Wow. I'd love to have him on just so we could hear his voice.
Okay.
The girls are working hard tonight on the point.
At the Point, I guess.
Yeah, but I feel like he was saying on during his
Really?
narration. But, maybe he did a play on words for the title because the area is called The Point.
Yeah,
But when he was narrating, he was talking about on the point.
maybe.
Yeah, it was they would never narrate a documentary today the way that was narrated.
How come?
Because it was a little bit like those early pimp documentaries that were kind of celebrating pimpness.
Oh.
Like Pimps Up, Hoes Down. That's a very famous
Oh, I've never heard
pimp.
of it.
It's a celebration of pimps. And
Oh,
they have like a
wow.
yearly convention and they award like Pimp of the Year.
What?
In fact, some of the dialogue in Idiocracy is directly taken from Pimps Up, Hoes Down.
Wow.
Yeah. But now, of course, it wouldn't be seen as a very positive documentary.
Yeah, I mean, I think it was also very popular in rap music.
To be a pimp.
Yeah.
Well,
Is it
and
still?
in fact, Snoop Dogg hung out with the legendary pimp, the bishop, something, and he wore all green and carried around a chalice all the time. And he took him
Right.
everywhere. I've met the guy.
And Snoop kind of dressed sometimes.
Yeah, and he called himself a pimp, and he'd talk about his stable and stuff. All
Yeah.
things that
And
in
lots
the
of
90s.
songs. PIMP.
Uh-huh.
It's hard out here for a pimp.
Yep.
Lots of
So yeah, the tide has turned culturally on that.
I wonder though.
I still would be interested in it just for the culture of seeing a convention about pimps, and I would want to see it even if I recognize that it was a destructive thing. And in the same way I like watching documentaries about KKK, I'm just fascinated by their organization. What does it look like? What are their stupid ceremonies all about?
Right.
How do you get in? That stuff is all interesting. If you're
How do I get in?
judgmental about
How do I
what they're doing.
join?
Where do I fill out? Where do I send my paperwork to?
Yeah, I'm interested.
You can have interest in dark things. In like
But it's
Nazi
not,
Germany
I don't
stuff.
think it's interest in dark things. It's interest in why people behave the way they do and how they behave.
I'm interested almost in all subcultures, regardless of what the outcome of their work is. I'm
Right.
just interested in it because they're different from us.
But are you
I want to know
interested
the
in-
mechanics of what a pimp does. How does he get the girls to, because right out of the gate, you're asking yourself, why on earth would a woman have sex for money and then give most of that money to somebody
Another
who
person.
didn't have sex for the money? So you're just starting with a question I certainly want answered.
Yeah.
And then what you come to find out is it's just horrendous manipulation and like father figure stuff. And
Yeah,
of course, it's like
exactly.
feeding on a terrible
Yeah.
kind of control that the patriarch has. So it's exposed that. But anyways, I still want that question answered. It
Yeah,
really is.
yeah. You know, I did a commercial with Snoop.
Yes,
Yeah.
I do. And there was a second famous person in that spot.
Charo.
Charo, yeah.
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 But I didn't, she wasn't in mine. But
No,
yeah.
but in the campaign.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was Burger King or something?
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh. And
We
you had to wear a
finally
Burger
got her
King.
name.
And you had to work in a Burger King outfit.
Yeah.
And you were around Snoop, who's like exudes
Very cool.
hip hop coolness, and you were in a Burger King outfit.
Yeah. But I didn't feel like I wasn't really trying to impress him.
You weren't?
No.
Okay. No. I would have been like, if I had done a Lil Kim commercial for Burger King and I was in the fucking Burger King outfit, it'd have been killing me.
Yeah. I
But
can
she's not
see
seeing
that.
me look my best.
I could see that.
Although maybe my best look would be in a Burger King outfit. I don't know.
Maybe.
The more I see, listen, here's what's going on with the feedback. I told you this has been making me self-conscious. So Spin the Wheel's coming out.
Yeah.
June 20th, 9 p.m. on Fox. Check it out. It's a party. So game show. And for the game show, I decided, well, I should kind of look like a game show host. So I slicked my hair back.
Sure.
And now there's billboards all around town. And there's some commercials. Many of our friends are coming up to me to say to me, oh my God, you look so good on those billboards, or you look so good in those commercials. And I think I look stupid in them, right?
Uh-huh.
My hair's all slicked back. It's becoming obvious to me that I'm wrong about when I look best. I'm clearly wrong because people are way too enthusiastic about how I look on those billboards and on the commercials, leading me to believe everyone hates how I look normally. Or wouldn't be so emphatic about how much better I look in those billboards.
Yeah, that's not what people think at all.
You sure?
Yes, I'm sure. And I think that they just probably, they notice it because it's different than your
Okay.
normal thing.
To me, it sounds like they're saying, please look like that and not how you're looking in your real life.
I like the way you look in your real life.
Well, you did tell me that, and it made me feel a lot better.
I like both.
Okay.
The other option's also good, which is, I think, what they're saying is, oh, this is a good look,
Okay.
but not instead of.
Yeah. Well, just nobody said this is a good look when the Bless This Mess stuff was everywhere.
Well, that's your normal look. They're not, it's the same.
Oh, it's got me in my head. All
Don't-
weekend I've been like staring. Should I shave and cut my hair off?
Yeah.
See in the mirror, I'm just like, oh my God, look at your eyes. What are you, 109? Saggy baggy. Look at these saggy baggies.
Ooh, saggy
Oh,
baggy.
saggy baggy. Oh my God, I had this idea. We were watching Handmaid's Tale last night, and there was a scene where she was washing her face, our lead actress, and there was no mirror on the wall. And I thought, oh, that makes sense. They don't give the handmaids mirrors.
Uh-huh.
And then I thought, I wonder how much better everyone would feel if there were no mirrors. And I wonder if you could actually start a country or a state or a community or like an island. You create a society on the island, and mirrors are forbidden on the island.
Okay.
I thought this whole thing, I took like a 10-minute vacation while we were watching the show to consider all this.
Uh-huh.
And like, that would be the only thing they'd really screen for at the airport to make sure no one was smuggling mirrors in. And then what I was thinking would be really funny is that people would inevitably be leaving their houses where they'd have missed big chunks of what they shaved and everything.
Well, yeah.
And their hair would be like backwards or whatever, if you couldn't see yourself. So maybe you would start off with your neighbors would be like, oh, Mike, you missed needing to shave right here, feel right here. And then maybe you'd even assist that person in helping with their appearance. Or would everyone just be like, oh, everyone looks all fucked up. Everyone's hair's backwards and there's patches and stuff. So who cares?
Right.
Do you think maybe that could lead to like a utopian, if you just had no idea what you look like and your experience then in life was never looking back at yourself. It was just taking in the info. I did think of one problem, driving. You need mirrors to drive
that's
safely.
True. Well, look, we don't have a mirror in here in this attic.
That's right.
And that's not because we're trying to do an experiment. That's because we just never got one and we don't have one.
Mm-hmm.
But there are so many moments where I want to look in that mirror for something like, do I have food in my teeth?
Boogers in your nose.
Yeah, things like that.
Mm-hmm.
They are embarrassing.
Yeah.
And people are still seeing it, whether there are mirrors or not.
Right.
So you need mirrors to check up on yourself
Right.
a little bit.
Well, I was thinking those people not in a relationship would be at more risk of having like a booger hanging out of their nose or flaky skin under their eyebrows or something.
Mm-hmm.
They wouldn't have a partner in the morning telling them, oh, hun, you've got you know, some passengers on your nose hairs.
Ew. I think it's good for people to look in the mirror and have to deal with what they're seeing. I think it makes you better.
You don't think you maybe just at some point forget that you even look anyway?
No, because it's not like everyone's blind.
No, I know, but you'd be so out of touch with what you look like, you'd start to forget that you even look like something.
Maybe, except you're still looking at other people. So you're still comparing yourself. I think the comparison still happens where you see someone, you're like, I want to look like that person. Whether or not you are seeing it.
But again, then you'd only be going back to like however many years ago you moved to the island. Like, I saw myself 4 years ago. I wonder if that's how I look or I look as good as them. And, well, no way to find out. I guess I should stop thinking about it because I'll never find out.
Maybe.
I don't know. I feel like it could be liberating.
Okay.
Mirrorless land.
You're getting rid of reflective surfaces too?
Yeah, no water where we're
No water. Okay.
I mean, I think that, you wouldn't want to take away all the drugs from the world. If you could remove every single drug, would you?
There are ones I would remove and ones I would not. Yeah. Yeah, I would remove crystal meth. As much as I'd hate to see it go, I'd remove cocaine.
Mhm.
I'd remove heroin. I'd leave psilocybins. I would leave acid. I would leave probably MDMA.
I would have guessed that you would have said keep them because I feel like we've had
No,
that
they have such
conversation before.
diminished returns.
But I feel like we've had a conversation before about this, and you said it's not on like a greater good to take care of that. It's on personal responsibility.
Well, I think it can't be done. So I think all the money spent in trying to do something that can't be done is a waste of money, and you'd be much better spending that money on prevention and or treatment. That's my opinion of it. But yes, if I could wave a wand and get rid of crystal meth, I don't think crystal meth's bettering anyone's life ever at any point.
Okay.
But I'd keep booze, even though booze I think is the most destructive of everything on the planet. I mean, just numbers-wise, accidents, health, all of it. Certainly the worst.
It's the same. It's like CRISPR. Like, would you cut out the bad gene, even though people are benefiting from having those things?
Mm-hmm. Oh, good.
Thank you.
Congratulations. And Measles-Toff.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, which episode of Parenthood was David in? He was in season 5, episode 13, called Jump Ball. In case anyone wants to watch that tonight.
He's so cute. Remember he came over to say hi to me and he was in the kitchen and you were in the living room working, but you couldn't help but look over every now and then at how cute he was? Do you remember? And he left and you were like, oh, he's so cute. You don't remember this?
I remember it. That's not what happened. He was there talking to you. I was in the living room. And then I came over and said hi, met him. Then he left. And then you said, isn't he so cute?
Oh, okay. I led you there.
And I agreed. He
Okay.
is so cute.
And
but
charming.
I was not trying to sneak glances at him.
Well, you should have, because he was telling me about his squat routine, if you remember.
Oh.
And he was up and down, up and down.
Oh,
And he's
I
got
missed
nice
buttocks?
muffins in back.
Okay.
Yeah, he's got real nice muffins.
Oh.
I almost said pancakes, which is the opposite of what he's got. He's got muffins.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, maybe he had pancakes and he worked them out, and now he has muffins.
Yeah, pancakes is more my department, although increasingly less.
Are
I
you
have
ma-
been
you're
focusing
making
a ton.
muffins?
I'm focusing a ton on my muffins. Yeah.
Okay, you said Tom Brady's 6'5", and David said he's 220. According to the internet, he's 6'4", 225.
Down 1 inch, up 5 pounds.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's all.
that's it.
Yeah.
Ending on T. Brady,
Yeah, your favorite.
keeping the theme of gorgeous guys alive.
Yeah.
We went to All Time yesterday for breakfast,
Oh.
and there was a guy in there that was so gorgeous. I was like, God, if Brad Pitt had a brother who was a welder,
Oh.
long hair, big beard,
Okay.
gorgeous,
'Kay.
beautiful little daughter with him.
Aw.
I couldn't stop staring at this guy the whole meal.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, he looked kind of like a mix between Jesus and Brad Pitt.
Oh, that's a good combo.
Yeah, very sexy. Very, very
You know
sexy.
what? I think I may have seen that guy.
I bet, and you wouldn't forget if you did.
I really do think I've seen that guy at Reckless Unicorn, a children's store,
Oh.
with his kid probably. And yeah, I think I
Yeah.
think I saw him there. Can't remember.
He looks like one of these guys who's just got a great physique and has never exercised in his life. It's just from chopping wood and like carrying water pails up a hill and stuff.
I wonder if it's the same guy.
The Jesus workout.
Reckless Unicorn is close to All Time, so he might live close by.
He definitely looks like he lives in the neighborhood.
Wow.
Yeah.
Good
Keep
for
your
him.
eyes peeled.
I will.
Yeah, he's very hot. Well, I love you.
Love you.
Have a great rest of your day.
You too.